Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. The empty vessel makes the loudest sound. Books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Better a little which is well done than a great deal imperfectly. Our object in the construction of the state is the greatest happiness of the whole, and not that of any one class. The wisest have the most authority. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. To prefer evil to good is not in human nature, and when a man is compelled to choose one of two evils, no one will choose the greater when he might have the less. No one knows whether death, which people fear to be the greatest evil, may not be the greatest good. Truth is the beginning of every good to the gods, and of every good to man. This city is what it is because our citizens are what they are. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Justice means minding one's own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself and not upon other men, has adopted the very best plan for living happily. This is the man of moderation, the man of manly character and of wisdom. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Excess of liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excess of slavery. The measure of a man is what he does with power. No evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. The learning and knowledge that we have is, at the most, but little compared with that of which we are ignorant. Those who intend on becoming great should love neither themselves nor their own things, but only what is just, whether it happens to be done by themselves or others. Nothing in the affairs of men is worthy of great anxiety. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. It is clear to everyone that astronomy, at all events, compels the soul to look upwards and draws it from the things of this world to the other. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. One man cannot practice many arts with success. No one ever teaches well who wants to teach, or governs well who wants to govern. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Wealth is well known to be a great comforter. Apply yourself both now and in the next life. Without effort, you cannot be prosperous. Though the land be good, you cannot have an abundant crop without cultivation. Wisdom alone is the science of other sciences. The good is the beautiful. Music is the movement of sound to reach the soul for the education of its virtue. And what, Socrates, is the food of the soul? Surely, I said, knowledge is the food of the soul. There will be no end to the trouble of states, or of humanity itself, till philosophers become kings in this world, or till those we now call kings and rulers really and truly become philosophers, and political power and philosophy thus come into the same hands. We do not learn, and what we call learning is only a process of recollection. I would fain grow old learning many things. To go to the world below, having a soul which is like a vessel full of injustice, is the last and worst of all the evils. There must always remain something that is antagonistic to good. Let parents bequeath to their children not riches, but the spirit of reverence. The eyes of the soul of the multitudes are unable to endure the vision of the divine. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. A hero is born among 100. A wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men.